Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know, I'm not a fan of Lee. I haven't been since she started with her whole thing on Luna. But what she came in there and said today, I'm like, Finn, you need to sit there and listen to your mom on this one, okay? Because she's practically like, yo, listen, don't get swept up in trying to protect Hope. You got a marriage right there. You got a marriage going on. I mean, I honestly tell you, I wanted her to sit there and say, you do realize that Steffi is your wife, right? Now, of course, they talk about Thomas, his concerns, and everything like that. Um, that's something I don't, I guess it's kind of interesting because I felt like she would have probably been more picking up on that. Like, oh, okay, yeah, she knew about the family and everything like that. Hell, I don't even think she even wanted him to marry to the family. Now, Liam, oh my, I know a lot of people don't like Liam, and I've never been one person to just jump on a bandwagon. But with that being said, first of all, he just walks on it, no knocking or anything like that. I'm like, bro, you don't live there anymore. On what planet do you feel that you could just walk into your ex-wife's house? Like, then he walks in, he's all like, oh, I see you're not wearing lingerie anymore. So where's Thomas at? I'm like, bro, everything what you did the moment that you walked in, you already effed up. And then this genius sees Hope's ring and just like, oh, I see Thomas proposed to you. Bro, you are the last person. You are the last person to sit there and be like judging her on who she decides to marry. Okay? And of course, this goes right back to the whole you couldn't forgive her. Even though you went out and did the same goddamn thing, but you couldn't sit there and forgive her. So to walk in her house and be all like, oh, I see that Thomas proposed to you. Like, okay, so what? Like Hope said, it's none of your goddamn business. They talk about Xander, and Hope gets defensive, talking about the cops cleared her, cleared him and everything like that. And here's the thing. Steppy asks, Thomas point blank, do you know anything about her death? Like, did you know anything that you want to sit there and let me know? The the cops cleared him, right? I don't know, from what I understand, somebody said that Ridge scrubbed the security footage, right? The security footage that Xander was not there talking about seeing up until he left the building, Thomas going after Emma. GPS tracking um, shows that he was on the road with her. Now I don't know if he could sit there and track her phone or anything like that, but I mean, was the cops just really that lazy? I mean, was the family just that powerful and rich and status and stuff like that that they were like, hey, listen, we can't go after this family. Okay, so we're gonna do our bare minimum, Oh, there's no scratching on Thomas and Emma's car. All right, well that seems like it's pretty open and shut to me. You know, and why now? Why now? Why is Xander back now with this whole claim? I mean, granted, it's a theory, right? Because there's no security footage or anything like that on the road, or unless there is. Um, and the thing that, again, in the beginning when I first watched the episode, I was like, okay, she was recklessly driving. He didn't sit there and bump her car. But here's the thing, especially in a civil suit, it's the burden of proof is a lot less, right? All you have to sit there and do is follow a motive. This person's chasing that person. It's It's like if I was in a chasing someone and they ran into the street and they ran into a car, I'm still responsible. Yeah, they could have been sitting there being like, help, 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 being on the phone and stuff like that, not looking where they're going. But if they're running from me, then I can be charged with a crime, because I'm responsible for her death. Yeah, he may not have actually hit her car, but it doesn't change the facts that he was chasing after her. Now I don't, I know people, I said this yesterday. As far as he didn't sit there and help, he could have helped her. He's not responsible for her. Okay, not every man wants to sit there and play Superman. Not every man actually has to, right? So him sitting there saying, I didn't cause her death and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you didn't push her car. Granted, she seemed like she's satisfied with that answer. You know, um, yeah, of course, if they retcon it and shows like, oh, he bumped their car, then that just says F continuity. I would have to sit there and go back and watch all the other episodes up into the cops being clearing his name, being like, yep, we don't see any paint. He didn't bump her car. They really kind of go that far, but even if that's the case, it doesn't like change anything. And, Hope defends him as well, talking about, oh, he just has an axe to grind and stuff like that. He's changed this, that, and the third. I'm like, Booth, are you that? Like, yo, I'm trying not to be as crude as possible, but he must be really giving it to you for you to be like, that defensive. Well, he's a different person now and he's changed and he's grown and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, not that long ago, he was sitting there literally getting your son, to sit there and lie, faking a call to Child Protective Services. Not that long ago. So let's not sit there and talk about, oh, well, he's changed, he's a different person now. I'm like, bro, it wasn't that long ago that he did that, you know? But she's so much into not just getting her rocks off, but just I don't even know where Hope's mind is going. I mean, for her to not even sit there and even think of the possibility, like, yo, maybe he did do it. I don't know. I don't know. The thing with soaps and stuff like that is like once somebody has this one track mind, that's all they're willing to sit there and believe into something else come to light. But I do feel like down the line they're gonna sit there and change it because they didn't just. Here's the thing: they didn't just bring him back. They didn't just bring this story back up if they're not gonna sit there and find a way to retcon it and maybe him being responsible for her death. You know, he didn't go to trial or anything like that. So in the statute, there's no limitation on the statute of murder. So and double jeopardy doesn't apply because again, it didn't go to trial. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let me see if there's anything else. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. Um, Another good episode. So definitely give it a watch. I enjoyed it. And if I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born the Beautiful, and Young and Restless. And I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you're not a member, make sure you join. Click the description box below. I will be doing the member shout out. I've been waking up later and later and later, and then like the day just has been catching up to me. I've been sitting there trying to catch up to the day. I just wound up watching Born and Beautiful. I still got 3 more soaps to watch before 6 o'clock. And before 8 o'clock, if I can even try to do the video then, and I will. But it is coming. I didn't forget. I do apologize for not actually putting out that video a lot sooner. Um, But yes, that will be coming out as far as the um, member shout out, which I do once a month just to thank every single person becoming a member. Members live streams only and exclusive videos that are meant for members, and there's been times I've been doing videos members first before I put out to the public, so we can sit there and discuss it and stuff like that. So I've been doing that as well. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in the next video.